What up, folkies? What's up, folks? Folkies is my pet name for you. So let's get to some comments because I think we got a gazillion. I might make this just about your comments. And each day I just get more and more convinced that the event will be on the 5th. You know where it all began? It's my Bible study. I put how many days old I am over here, how many days in the year, how many days are left in the year. And I noticed that on 11/7, which would be when he would be rising, I'm 404 days old. And that was my first address, 404 Lime Street. We never looked at that, did we? It no longer exists. It does on the following streets, for how you can tell it's 404. Along with the zip code, if you times it by the 7154, sure enough, you get the 97 right there, November 7th. I've been doing this with a lot of different stuff, and it is just popping. I got a friend on Facebook. She's a Canadian nurse that I fell in love with. Well, and her number, I think I told y'all, had the 95 in it. She was May 3rd. Do the May 1st. May 3rd, 1973. To 9595. Well, that's your November 5th right there, right? Well, she's a twin. I'm not going to show you her on Facebook because I guess I can copy a photo without her name. Hang on. Well, I can show you the famous one's Facebook so you know it's her. It's Carolina Costner. I saw her ice skating in an Olympics years ago, and I was like, that looks like Jenny. Identical to Jenny. Like identical to Jenny. Even the teeth. I'm not going to describe it too much to you. But you know, just as cute as ever. That's what Jenny looked like when I dated her back in like 96, 97-ish. So let me show you some pictures of her. We'll go a little more close up. Then I want to show you Jenny. You're just going to trip out on this. It's hilarious. Now they look so much alike. Some of y'all are going to say that's the same person. Just to prove it, see the teeth here? That's Carolina. And then some of y'all will go, they don't look nothing alike. Well, you both can't be right. This is her gaining a lot of weight, but that's not when I dated her in the mid 90s. This is her like, 2015, 2016, whatever. You see the teeth? See the eyes? See the face? See the teeth? Let's just say the gums really show. Okay, that's her husband. This is not Carolina Costner, but it's the same teeth. And I showed it to Jenny and I said, you ought to see this ice skater. She looks just like you. And she really did. She actually said, most people hate that. See the teeth? See the look? That's what Jenny looked like decades ago. You got to work with me here. I don't have any old pictures of her on her Facebook. She doesn't, or I didn't go back that deep, but it's just fascinating. So I looked up Carolina Costner's birthday because I showed y'all Jenny's with a 95. Carolina Costner, Wikipedia. She's February 8th, 1987. She's a medalist, began skating 1990. And Jenny's had the 95. Oh, of course, Carolina's going to have the 97, right? She's born February 8th, 1987. '79. You're just like, what? The other one was 29595, which means it had a 59 in it. And this is the 79, the rising date, and they look identical. Hey, it's 11/27, y'all. That number that's in the middle of Canyonize combined number times this year. So you know that if you're new, I ain't going to get into it. But I do have new people, new subscribers, but real brief. Good grief, real brief. I've always been involved in numbers my whole life, and mine was a multiplying system, just the Lord put in my head to do ever since I was a kid. And you multiply things out. My birthday, 7 times 6 times 1961 gives you 82362, and hers is 55 because she's 102873, 55244. And times this by each year, there's a mathematical anomaly where for 15 years, it was 627, 127, 627, 127, sits in the middle. And after that, it'll rotate for another 15 years, 628, 128. And it goes on to infinity. I've checked it. And when I met her, it was 626, 126 in the middle for 15 years. And before that, it was 625, 125. I've gone back. You can go back as far as you want to go. It's just there. And so my life in numbers, I'm connected somehow to a numerical system that the Lord, of course, has created all of this. And he's shown it to me. I don't know what it means. If he's showing us the end times, we love it. I mean, our combined number of times this year has 2001. Then there's November 27th, but then there's that 795. Then we know 9 is November, 8 is October, octagon, octopus. They later changed it to add in July and August for Julius Augustus Caesar. But it's all about Trump. All the Julius Caesar, it's all been about the Antichrist. Their whole world has been. And so, but it's cryptic. But that is the 7th of November. That's 7/9, and that 9/5 is November 5th. It's the combination of the death and spiritual rising of the what? 6 times 6 times 6 is 216, the Antichrist. So, you know, we've been looking at this all year, never figured it out. Dates kept going by, but the only thing that's really left is November 27th. And that 12/7, December 7th, which is a full moon, by the way. And but there's that 795. So what is that saying? That 795 combination. Well, it's the death and rising of the Antichrist. And at the very end, it's the 666, which is what he goes on to be, fascinatingly enough. So anyway, your comments. There we go. 2 months ago to 3 days ago. So here they are. It was my comment that was hit in the previous video. I'll see if I can remember what I wrote. I could always see it. It was about the iPet goat of iPet goat. It looks like a scorpion's tail. Yeah, at the end, I've seen other people show that. We are going to be in Scorpio. We sure are in about 3 days. The 8th sign of the zodiac. Scorpio dates in astrology are typically November 23rd to November 21st. Or 22nd-ish. Scorpio zodiac dates.
According to Allure,
well, it
Scorpio,
is 21st.
Elusive and mysterious, Scorpio is one of the most misunderstood signs of the zodiac.
Yeah, nice job. Thank you. And let's keep it going. The 8th sign of the zodiac. Yep, the 8th. Scorpio dates in astrology. November 27th falls directly in the middle of Scorpio. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Directly in the middle. That's super cool. Thank you, Christian. A lunar eclipse on November 8th, which actually begins on the 7th, is also Election Day, which is the half-baked theme of the movie Donnie Darko. The main theme is that you have two Donnies, one lives and one dies. Hello. The end of the movie, Donnie seemingly goes back to die, but what was the whole movie about? The one that lived. So call it what you want to, but a lunar eclipse is visible across America in the Pacific Ocean basin. Wow. Mercury is at its superior conjunction start November 8th. And it ends. Okay. Fascinating. Now, this full moon, of course, is in Taurus. This coming full moon. And Trump, remember, he was born in the middle of those bull horns of Taurus, even though it was the Scorpio sun. I mean, the Gemini sun. And he was born with a full moon in Sag. Deep Panaganam, which that'll be a big date for us too, which is in that combined number. Remember that 12-7 I showed you? That's in our combined number. That 12-7 is the exact opposite of Trump. It just isn't a total lunar, but it is Gemini sun, full moon, Sagittarian sun, Gemini full moon. Trump was born Gemini sun, full moon, Sagittarius. His was total lunar, though, which is taking place in November 7th. So anyway, Dean, thank you, Christian, for that. Dean Pagano shared this info. I want to give credit to D. I'm just copying it to share. 9/11 collapse of the twins, 11 and 9 are twin names. For the same month of November 696, 2020, or November 6 equals 9. November 6 equals 96. Oh, 96. 2022. Okay. Daylight savings times ends at 2 a.m. The clocks are turned back, reset. 666 in the date. 96 yin yang, and the queen dies at 96. The waxing gibbonous moon phase on November 6th has an illumination of 96 degrees. Interesting. John 9:4, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. It was posted on Onano video about sunflower. I subscribe to Onano on my TV channel. It's the same one I'm thinking of. It won't be this. It won't show subscription here because these are from my audio subscriptions. Let me make sure I have this channel on my main channel. Yeah, I'm subscribed to Onano on my, you can see the logo up there. I thought I was already talking, so I hope yeah. CERN sunflower code. Okay. Was this one? Anyway, cool beans. Got it. We're on it. Thank you, Christian. Joyce Sims dies today at 63. Good stuff. By the way, all these are on his on my video V for Vendetta and the Count of Monte Cristo, where he put these comments. Much appreciated. Did he have more? He had more on double midpoint day. So we'll go to the other people's comments, but I want to get to his real quick. Don't know if you can see any of my comments. Yep, we can see them. Scorpio. So, and on your previous video, V for Vendetta, it says 2 comments, but I made 5 comments. So it looks like I'm being hidden. Man, I've got a ton of comments from you, man. I don't think they hiding you. Glad you're here. My comment in the iPad goes pulsing Scorpio. Yeah, we got that. All right, so I'll try and repost. Joy Sims, got it. Dom Panagano, got it. Yep, well, see, I could see all those. This came across the Lipid Israel Prime Minister. Yair Lipid. Did y'all know that Benjamin Netanyahu was on whatchamacallit, Bill Maher? I mean, come on, people. You know we're on the right track, that we've been following and tracking Bill Maher and everything he says. Because Netanyahu's even on his show, folks. Come on. I just came across this of Israel. Born November 5th. Look at that. Thank you, Christian. I think that's our day, y'all. I do. When it passes, we'll keep going. And you know, all through the 6th, 7th, and 8th are going to be big time focuses. Going down on the 7th is possibility, and rising on 11-9, which is, you know, Donald 119. They've always coded that to us. So, but yeah, it's crazy. Then you get into 11-17, just getting all kind of stuff. Reasons I pointed out, Lapid tells Arab he'll change insulting nations. 2 weeks till election. Understanding correct. Prevent Jews from worshiping at the Temple Mount. Interesting. Things are definitely heating up. Trump came out criticizing American Jews, saying he's done more for Israel, and American Jews need to get their act together before it's too late. Then Kanye West came out saying who runs Hollywood, and supposedly they stopped his Twitter and bank account. Now Lapid saying they can't worship at the Temple Mount. Interesting. Getting ready for the stage set for the Antichrist. They are playing both ends of the French. You can't criticize certain groups. At the same time, those groups are most persecuted, and here comes their savior. Now, Trump won't appear as the Antichrist. That is what is known as the abomination of desolation. Nobody will know he's alive until he shows himself to be alive at what is known as the abomination of desolation. People will think he has risen from the dead. That is after World War III. He has come to save the earth. Who can make war with the beast? He's killed it. It's done. It's over. The war is over. 2 billion have died. It's fascinating. Good stuff, Christian. Thank you, sir. Don't know if you've seen, supposedly rabbis both in Israel and New York are hinting that they are in talks with their Messiah, who will soon be revealed. All over New York, they have flyers and posters flattering with a picture of the rabbi saying Messiah is here. Well, they've got 2 different messiahs. One of them could be the false prophet, and of course we know Trump is the Antichrist, or they're specifically talking about Trump. You can see my comments are being censored. Absolutely not, man. You are all over it. We love it. Something else I just realized: the Queen's death of September 8th to November 5th. It's 59 days. 59 is November 5th, y'all. It is 59 days from the start date to end date, and 59 is what? November 5th, or 5th of November, because November is the 9th month, like October. Octagon is the 8th month. Good stuff. So let's cycle. That'll clear his out. I wanted to get all of his at once. It's the same thought, the same mind, the same thought processes. Then we can get over here to these other ones. Lawrence Williams, love the Trinity Bible study. That is fantastic. Thank you. Love the feedback. He said, absolutely. Yeah. They will use God being 3 separate persons in order to dispel the Bible completely. Once you go down that rabbit hole, they'll start chasing and showing this, that, and go, see, the Bible's not real. I've already been in cahoots talks with these mystery Babylonian Luciferians, and they will actually point to Elohim as meaning God talking to himself in 3 different persons. Let us make man in our image. No, wrong. Angels. Angels are also Elohim. God is speaking to his angels. One God is speaking to his angels. Rapper Coolio died at 59. Sure he did. 59, 5'9". Again, artist Levy, 59 in gematria. Coolio's name, perfect. 5'9", November 5th. Coding is fantastic. Chadwick Boseman, born in 77. 9/7 coding, November 7th coding. So the media has changed the date of the birth to 1976. Still 9/7. All good. Supposed to be 42 until his passing. Film 42. Chad Boseman, 42. August 28, 2020. 800 days. But 800 days since Boseman passed is on the 5th. Love it. And last we got Jay Pylon saying, this is Jay Pylon. I don't know why I thought I was still reading Christian's post. This is somebody named Jay Pylon. Glad you're here. Have we visited you before? We have visited Jay before. I remember these, the baseball cards. Good contributor. Because we visited him before and I was pleased with it. I remember that. Wakanada Forever is being released on 11/11/22. What is Wakanada Forever, man? Is that a movie? I've looked at all these movies and Wakanada. Oh, it's Black Panther, Wakanada Forever. Yeah, the Black Panther movie. Good stuff. Thank you, sir. Okay. October 26th in Hollywood and 11/11, November 11th. Nice job. That is 2 hours, 41 minutes, folks. 241. Remember, on day 241 is the day my son's wife had her situation. We won't get into it. And or 806 days since Brad Boseman passing at age 42. 86 coding there. I like that, which the media changed to 43. 86 is, 806 is 86 coding. What's going to be 86 this time? I don't know. Maybe that'll be the day Trump goes down if I'm wrong about November 5th. All right. Love y'all very much. Thank you for your contributions. Love your comments. We need to do the grid. The grid. Z-plane, boss. Z-plane. The grid. And hang on. So tomorrow's grid, mom's passing April Fool's Day, 1987. I know what that is, and I'm going to explain it to y'all. And July 9th, 1961 movie poster. And the progressions, X across the USA total solar eclipse of August 21st, 2017. Now, tomorrow's Alec Baldwin Day. It's 1 year from the Alec Baldwin event, which staged, faked, nobody died. We know that. Ziggy Stardust release date. Oh boy. That seems more like it would be a rising date. So does the X Across America, quite frankly. Jake Gyllenhaal, who played Donnie Darko. It's his birthday progression. Batman movie of 1989. Release date on June 23rd in 89. Yeah, I didn't need to be redundant with the 89 stuff. Bart to the Future, 319, season 11, episode 17. That's big, especially 319 because that's stepdaughter's birthday. She would have turned 2. Remember, her number is 3 times 19 times 1998, 138 for Donald Trump, 88 for Trump, and the 86ing of it all. Powerful. She's also born 8:08 a.m. Can't make it up. Her full name with middle initial, our old contributor, looked it up. It came to 148 Donald J. Trump. So we like to really keep an eye on everything that goes on with her numerically. Bart to the future on her birthday when she turned 2 was 11/17. It's a progression to this day. Now, what I would like to do is now count the days to that. Let's do that. So 3/19/2000. Hang on. Well, we don't have to. We could do this real quick. 3/19/2000. (8266). So you do have the Bible coded. But the beauty of it is when you go to the rising date of the 7th, that matches the Bible verse 11/7. 119 in the minutes, 198 with the hours, but it's 68 in the days, which is the reversing of the 86 because he is rising from the dead, the reversal of his death. Hey, it's 11/5, y'all. So I like it. It's interesting. And total lunar 2001. That's the total lunar eclipse of 2001. That is gigantica. Let's go total lunar 2001, January 9th, 2001. So you run it on the offing day, it's 7970. So you have 797 coding for the rising day of November 7th of the total lunar eclipse. 6886, 886. It's the reversing of, if you go to the actual reversing of it, you still have your 688, the reversing. 68 is reversing of the 86. 7972. Look at the weeks, 138 weeks on both of them. On either one of them, 138 weeks and 4 days, and then 6 days here. 1138. Wow. So when you go to the offing date, you got 1138,886, which is all in my stepdaughter's name's number. 11. She's 113886. So that's all coded throughout here. It's just interesting. And Mamma Mia, here we go again, which we did a video on that. That all translated to 9/11. Here we go again. And don't forget that the actors that were in there were all part of the big movies. One was a James Bond. One was a girl with a dragon tattoo. And the other was in Kingsman, the Golden Circle. And we showed y'all the exact parallel between the Kingsman and James Bond. All the same. So fascinating. All right. So anyway, when we get to the 22nd, we will get to that tomorrow. I guess if you include both dates, we can go ahead and throw these in there. Loose change, an American coup, what I think doubles or triples for, or is what the LC is on the floor and by Obama's foot in the classroom. Is that in the classroom? Maybe it's not in the classroom. Maybe it's after classroom. And iPad Go 2. Strange Angel premiere. And remember, Strange Angel, I want to look at that too, because that showed the beast getting shot with an arrow on a total lunar eclipse, the opening of Strange Angel. 6/14/2018. Well, let's do that one. Six 14/2018. 1605. Nothing big at all there. You do have 138 being 86, so I take it back. The beginning of the seconds, 1386. 138 being 86. Fascinating. It's like never ending with this, isn't it? Absolutely like never ending with this. Go to the rising day. That is your 176, by the way, 1607. Through that system I told y'all where you take the, if it's three numbers with a zero in the middle, you take the third and put it in front of the second, which means it would be 1760. Look at the seconds, 1388. Anyway, it's just interesting. We keep saying that. Caddyshack release date, Excalibur release date. Caddyshack was in 1980. That's the year, the 98 coding, 98 minutes running time. Remember, the 98th verse of Revelation is the White Horse verse. Excalibur release date, head coach, the seventh king. Remember, the Florida Gators is Devil's Advocate University. In the movie The Devil's Advocate, they did come to Gainesville, Florida, and they said, "Go Gators" at the beginning of the movie, but they came to Gainesville to recruit Keanu Reeves, who was living in Gainesville at the time, and Steve Spurrier, Hitler's birthday, and the next total solar eclipse birthday. Has 500 in his business phone number for Antichrist. G500 is Anticristo. But yeah, Hitler's birthday, along with the day we suspect the abomination of desolation will be, the next total solar eclipse. And so it's the seventh king. So he represents Trump. He's the seventh. And remember, his name is Napier. And of course, the Joker, Jack Napier, and the Batman. Batman, Jack Napier. These are not by accident. This stuff is not by accident. Jack Napier. You can just get rid of it. Just key in Jack Napier. So just Jack Napier brings him right up. So, and of course, that was Trump, as Batman is Trump. They are mirror images of each other. It is always the twin symbolism. We showed you Blofeld looking at 007, 7 kings, 007. There are 7 kings, 5 have fallen, 007. And one is and one is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. That's when he comes back, seemingly from the dead, as Antichrist. So yeah, it's Billy Napier's birthday progression. Christian Bale, Batman, birthday progression. Top Gun Maverick release date. It's a mad world. When's Top Gun Maverick? By the way, it was released on 11/7. It's a mad world. Was released on 11/7. I think I've looked those days up already. We can do it real quick. Two, 1, 5, 4, 8, 186 right there. The first three. Yeah, I remember looking this up because we saw that 186 in the 3078 in the weeks. And that's stepdaughter's number that divides evenly by 37, as mine does. Fascinatingly enough. Yeah, I remember we looked at that. So it's a mad world. Came out on 11/7 in 1963. It will be the 59th anniversary, 5/9 coding, and released on 11/7. So it's the offing date and the rising date, all coded right into it. Sergeant Pepper's, that gets into the 23rd. Anyway, that's it for tomorrow. All of those are for tomorrow. If you include both dates, then the 22nd matches. If you don't include both dates, then it's the 21st. They use both, so we can include both. It's a pretty hot and heavy, amazing day. I did look up the strange angel, didn't I? I think I did. Okay. Anyway, love y'all. Oh, I didn't do my I sure didn't. So I did the Count of Monte Cristo, right? That was all in V for Vendetta, the half-baked theme. 1119 in Jewish gematria, 1668. That's Book of Revelation or Bible, and the reversing of the 86ing. And you get the 119 coding there, along with 278, which is just a forever fascinating number. That all comes to in gematria 444, which is the 12th progression of 37, and 37 is the 12th prime number. So it's like a double entendre for the church. 444 is. It comes to 12 tribes of Israel, again, church, Shine on You Crazy Diamond, and Angel of Bottomless Pit. Remember, this was the big movie that was the V for Vendetta. He brought this movie up in this particular movie because it's been remade many times because he named the actor who starred in it. Angel of the Bottomless Pit. In other words, 9/11 pops right up. And in gematria, that 1119 you can say is a 9111 in their world. We're taking over this year comes up. What storm, Mr. President, comes up? The start of the apocalypse. It comes to in gematria. Look at that. 666 King of Kings. And remember, V for Vendetta was all about November 5th. And the start of the apocalypse comes up. Remember the 5th of November was the theme of V for Vendetta. And you get Angel of Bottomless Pit, which is 9/11 coding, and then you get the start of the apocalypse. Then you get 666 King of Kings. And then you get October 27th. And you get this November. 88022. And the Jewish gematria on that was 2993. Yes, that came up in the gematria of the Count of Monte Cristo. 88022 spelled out. That is text to Trump. 88022. Spelled out 88022. Fascinating. You know, the AI pushes all of these to where I would see them in the first. I scrolled maybe 5-6 times. I hit the button. The total eclipse of the sun came up, and the prince of the power of the air also came up in gematria. That is absolutely mind-blowing gematria for the Count of Monte Cristo. I did All the World's a Stage, and guess what the AI pushed up to where I'd see it? Ready for Saturday. That's November 5th. Who is Elon Musk? Hollywood. All the World's a Stage, Hollywood came up. Total solar eclipse came up. October 20th came up, which was yesterday. 1985 came up. And Donald Trump impeached came up. You have 1502, 1212, or 121 with a 2, and 202. Let's continue. Trump's got a rally on the 22nd. So to code it out, the address is 1213. There's your 121 for Antichrist. In gematria, simple or English ordinal comes to 121. Times it by the zip code 78380. Well, it's got 83 and 38 baked right into the zip code. Multiply them times each other, you get 1984. Well, there's your 98 and your 84 coding, 98th verse, and we know what the 84 is. It's the cleansing of the church, 7 times 12. 7, the number for cleansing. And you also get an 83 when you multiply it out. Donald Trump website events. So 1213 78380. I think that's it. 78380. Yes. Times that by Trump's number. He's 6 times 14 times 1946. That's his number, 163464. Oh, that's right. It was times him times the entire address came out to 1984. Remember the book 1984? Or 198 in the 84 fusion of the White Horse. And you also have murder code in that. What happens when you just times them out by each other? 1213. You times it by each other, you get 95. Are you kidding me? You times the address times the zip code, and you get 95 right up front. What in the world? What in the world? Donald J. Trump to 9/11, 20178. There's your 178. 2 plus 24 plus 27 plus 38 plus 42 plus 45, 178. We've been over that a few times, haven't we? 2882 in the weeks. Just crazy. Crazy Smurf. So I started playing with me to October 2nd, 1988. 95. 9950 days old. Look at the hours. 2388. Fascinating, mind-blowing, all of the above. Never stops. So the Great Conjunction was 2020, 12/21, 2020. 669 days. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to get to November 5th. My bad. It's 684 days. 686 days. So it's got the 86 and the 68 on the 7th to the Great Conjunction to the rising day. When you include both dates to the 8th, the total lunar, it's 688, the reversing of the 86, 88 days. That's the Great Conjunction. Did I already discuss that with y'all? And if you go back to the 5th, 685. Yeah. Don't include both dates. Include both dates. 684. Oh, well. Anyway, that is it. Love y'all very much. Thank you for your comments.